I don't want to talk about the general stock market yet. We will get there, but what I want to talk about is the research. When you said you do research, a lot of people say they do research. I personally do a lot of research too, but I want to know, and I want our viewers to know, maybe a lot of people don't know where to start.
Yeah,
How does JT go about doing a research on a new topic? Like, what avenues do you take?
that's a really great question. Usually, I'll start just as simple as where I'm sure everyone else would, and that's with a Google search. I find the ticker symbol for whatever I want to research, and I plug that into Google, and I'll start there, look at whatever news is related to the topic. That could give you some more insight, some more context into why something is performing the way that it is. And then to get that technical analysis, a lot of times I'll look at screeners. I'll build up lists on FinViz, on bar charts, and I'll also just use the my preferred brokerage, which is Webull. They have a great desktop application that you can start building charts and drawing lines, drawing analysis yourself, and it's really easy to use. Then, once you do that piece, then you analyze the financials of the company. You see how they're doing, if they're potentially profitable. You look at you try and do as much
Like their
research as you
balance
can.
sheets and stuff?
Exactly. Look at their if they have a published blog as well that might give you some more news that the mainstream media isn't already talking about. Look at their
Mhm.
website. Do simple things like that. Even some non-traditional ways of doing research on a company. Looking at
Mhm.
Google Street View, looking at their headquarters. If it looks shady, then that might give you an idea. Maybe it is shady. I don't know.
Mhm. What a
Those sorts of
good
things.
point. Google Street View. What a great point.
Yeah, so that's just a non-traditional way of doing it. You might want to look at their About Us page on their website, look at their board, see their LinkedIn pages. That's another non-traditional way to look at. And again, these are ways to look at longer term investments. If you're just looking to swing trade something, there are times that just doing technical analysis can be good enough to learn
Mhm.
about the trends and the movements that are happening
Mhm.
with a security. So it's there are a lot of ways to look at it, and sometimes it just comes down to that specific case.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that answer. And again, that answer was just packed with a lot of great other topics that I want to dive into also. So
Absolutely.
so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If there's a company, for example, that you want to do research on, go on their website, check it out, read their about page, contact them if you have any questions, see how their customer service handles it, see how their customer service answers the phone, read their balance sheets if it's available for public. Obviously, if you're interested in the company, I'm guessing you want to buy the stocks, hence the it should be
Yes.
it has to be available. But if it's a company that is a privately owned company, then if you're interested in buying it, in that case, what you need to do is you need to provide your LOI, letter of intent, to the people selling the business, the private individual selling the business. The letter of intent will show your funding availability, who you are, and everything. And this gives a peace of mind to the business owner that is selling their business, that whoever is coming to check out their numbers, their paperwork is so and so. So those are the two ways you can go about buying
Yeah.
a publicly traded company stock or private company. Very
Absolutely, and
nice.
there are platforms that specialize in the ability to trade, private shares in a company as well. And a
Oh,
lot of
mhm.
these platforms, there's a platform called Equities in that some people might be interested in looking into, and that's something that you can look into investing in a company, possibly pre-IPO, while they're still not available to the general public. And a lot of times they will have requirements such as an account balance over $100,000, things like that. So it's just important to also do your research into what is required to be able to invest in a company that isn't already public. And you can see if a company is publicly traded by just even doing a Wikipedia search for that company, and it'll list whether the company is public, private, etc.
Very well, very well. Thank you for that.